Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga Upload. I'm Maris Aylward. Today's video is a tutorial, how to do bridge pose. We'll go through basic alignment of the pose, some modifications you can do to either make the pose more accessible or more relaxing, or how to make the pose more challenging. We'll also go through how to come out of the pose and what to do after. Now we'll go through the basic shape of the pose and what we're working and stretching while we're in bridge, and also how to avoid some of the common problems that I see. So on your back with the knees bent, feet are hip distance apart, and all the toes are facing in the same direction. Now press your feet down to lift the hips up. And here you might check very quickly from the side that you're stacking your knees directly over your ankles. So the feet are not too forward or the feet are not too close to the hips. So you want to get as close as you can to stacking your joints, knees over ankles. Also be careful about either turning the knees out or turning the knees in. Keep the thighs parallel to each other, and that way we're engaging our adductors, the inner thighs, to keep the thighs parallel. Now, firm your glutes lightly, not overly clenching. Firm the glutes and point your tailbone towards your knees. Engaging glutes, strengthening the hamstrings as well here. And just make sure you're not overly arching your lower back. And that's what the pointing of your tailbone towards your knees will do, is to help lengthen that lower back a little bit more. Right? So that's the lower body. Feet are pressing firmly to the ground to lift the hips. Thighs parallel. Upper body now, lift the chest up towards the ceiling, walk your elbows closer together, you're squeezing your shoulder blades towards each other, arms are pressing down to the floor. You can stay here, or if it works for you, interlace your fingers. Keep the back of your neck long, so make sure you're not tucking the chin in too much or lifting the chin. Just nice long neck, and press the arms down to help lift the chest up. So feel the opposing energies happening here. You're pressing the feet and the arms down to lift the hips and the chest up. Really feeling this in the glutes and the thighs here and my back muscles. And I'm stretching across the front. Chest, shoulders, abdominals, hips, and thighs. And of course, breathe. Those are some of your key alignment points to make the pose more effective and to avoid the common problems of turning the knees out or in, overarching the lower back, maybe not engaging the arms, and just protecting the neck. Modifications. What can you do to make the pose more challenging as you get stronger? So if you're in your bridge, you've set it up, you can do a one-legged bridge pose. Here, I'll bring my feet a little closer together to help me balance. I'll lift my right leg up, but maintain everything else. Especially press that left foot down to keep the hips lifted. And switch, so you can hold that as long as you like, just to test yourself. Press my right foot down firmly, lift the left leg up, and breathe. Now for a more relaxing or restorative version, you can use a block for supported bridge pose. The same setup, basically you lift your hips, but you'll place a block under your hips. Typically, you'll use the medium height of your block, and you can place your block vertically or horizontally. Everyone's a little bit different in what feels comfortable for them. For me, it's vertical. Make sure your sacrum is resting on there, but it's not digging into your lower back. You might experiment a little bit to find a good placement for you. And that's your supported bridge pose. You still get that passive stretch across the front of the body. It's considered a mild inversion because your heart is above your head. And this way you can be more relaxed in the pose and you can stay in it a little bit longer. How do you come out of the pose and what do you do after you do your bridge? So whether you're using a block or not, we'll just very carefully start to come down. If you have the interlaced fingers, release that and slowly come down, starting from your upper back, your mid back, your lower back, your hips come down last, and once they're all the way down, do a little bit of movement. Windshield wipers is what I usually like to do. Bring the feet a little bit wider, closer to the edges of your mat, and move your legs side to side. Nice release here in the lower back after your bridge. So do this as long as you like, or you might pause a few extra seconds on one side and then switch. After you've done a few rounds of your windshield wipers, then you can bring the feet closer together and hug your knees in to the chest and breathe. Other possibilities you can do is, if your body feels prepared for it, you might come into a supine bound angle after your windshield wipers. You can also just keep your feet wide and the knees and the inner thighs closer together and rest here for a little bit. Another possibility is, if you're using a block, you can take it into a supported inversion. So after your bridge, bring the feet a little closer together and lift your feet off the ground, stacking knees over hips. You can stay right here, or you might extend your legs in a supported shoulder stand version. Bridge pose is a basic supine inversion pose that helps prepare your body for a lot of intermediate poses, and you can also use it as a way to relax and unwind at the end of the day. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions or if you have requests for other pose tutorials, write that in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.